And welcome back to Living Well. Mike Denny is here with me from Joplin Comedy. He's got a rundown of what's coming up this month.
Yeah, we got so many shows.
I know. So where do you want to start?
We'll start with Blackthorn. That's this week.
Okay.
Friday on September 7th. This is September.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no. It's just
like
August. Just what
this
happened in
whole
August.
year, even. Yeah. I can't even believe it. Anyways, all right, continue.
Well, yeah. So we have a gentleman named Dan Lamort. He's I don't know. You can find him live on Gotham, which is like a network there on the East Coast.
Okay.
He's a New York-based comic.
Okay.
He travels all over the country. I mean, he's stacked. I mean, we're like one of like 40 shows I think he's trying to do within like a month and a half. I mean, I looked at his list.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's a really great comic. Does a lot of stuff with UFC and stuff like that. He's like an official voice for some website that's big in the UFC.
Wow.
I'm not familiar with it, but it's a pretty big deal.
He's a big deal. That's what we need to. That's what we're walking away with.
Very funny. Plus, we'll have a couple local guys going up for that. We kind of that's what we do. We'll pair these nationally touring comics with some of our local guys. So I mean, it's nice to be able to walk away because sometimes we can use that as a credit. If you know, and it's good if you get to do certain things with bigger names. And
awesome. I love it.
And then our next one, I am blanking on dates, but our next one will be...
They'll pull it up here in a second.
You'll pull it up. September 15th at El Bravos. There we'll have a man named Vel Harris. He's out of Tulsa. We call him Velly Vel or Vel. So he's a fantastic comic. Travels all over the country. He's also a promoter. And he does this great thing called SOY, which is Save Our Youth. Okay. And they actually go in and I feel
like I've heard of that.
Yeah, they help. They go and like they hold people accountable for judgments and like you know cases involving children.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They're great. So he does a lot of work with that. He'll probably be out there. He'll be selling shirts for that.
That's
it's a really important organization. So we'll have him, and then the fourth Wednesday of the month. We can get the date up there. I usually have my notes. So yeah, the 26th, the Wednesday in Pittsburgh at TJ Leland's. We'll have Olivia Grace. Now she's been on Roast Battle on Comedy Central.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Her name sounds familiar.
She's an up-and-comer. I mean, she's probably, like, I'm like, we can afford her?
Wait, well, look at that. Tickets are free to that.
Yeah. Leland's, what they do is they give us a guarantee, and then they just make their money, having people there at their bar.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
so
we love when we can have a free show.
I love that. Yeah. For people who have never been to the Joplin comedy shows, what can they expect?
They can expect, I mean, a lot of people like sometimes will come and say, "Oh, you guys are actually funny." So, yeah, I think it is. I think it's a compliment, but it's like a weird.
It's a backhanded compliment, like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you guys to be actually funny."
I think some people kind of have this belief that we have a small town, so we're not. We're kind of, we're in the middle of kind of nowhere. As a lot of people.
Like, who are you? Like, you're from a small town, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not a talent show. We bring in people who are professionals and people who want to be professional comics. So, and you can pretty much expect a wide range of senses of humor, anywhere from like family friendly to not so, and just I mean just a wide array of topics, styles. We get people from New York, California, and all around the region. So you get a look at the vast different, all the different styles of comedy. So it's really pretty cool.
Now you've got one more event on the 27th.
Yeah, Dante Powell. He'll be at Infusion. Another great comic. I don't know much about him. I shouldn't say that.
That's okay.
We booked so many people, but
I know.
My good buddy down with Northwest Arkansas, he helped me book this guy. It's one of his favorites, and the guy who's booking him is one of my favorites. So I totally trust this. This guy's gonna bring down the house.
I feel like you can't go wrong because, like you said, people go, "Hey, you guys are actually funny." You guys do have great shows.
We do. We have like some of the best shows and meet some of the best people, and like they all come through and they love coming through because we're so open and nice. Our crowds and our audiences are magnificent. They're there for the show. We don't have to do a whole lot of crowding and trying to get everybody to quiet down, which is that could be challenging. But here, I mean, we love Joplin. They're great at it.
And we love Joplin comedy as well,
Yeah,
Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Well, meteorologist Matt